Hello again and welcome back to Scott and Wanda's World. The fat ugly one is back. A reviewer with one of his fat man sits in a shed and tells you about the beer he's drinking videos. Oh, I'm a beer reviewer. No, I'm not. Anyway, so turn around that way. Okay, that way. We need to Asda, and still looking out for that. Is it Motorhead? Is it Motorhead? Megadeth? I fucking know. One of the groups beers that's supposedly coming into Asda. My good friend David Thompson, the Northern correspondent for Scott and Wanda as well, told me about it. Can't get it, so I'll just pop in every now and then if I'm in the vicinity of an Asda to see what I can get. Excuse me. Saw this and thought, I'm going to have that. This isn't a new beer by any stretch of the imagination. I had a bit of a goggle while I was there. Now, a year or so. I've not seen it in any supermarket. Hello, Hugo. So I thought I'd pick it up. No. Now it's a Staropramen unfiltered. So you've got the Czech lager Staropramen, which I don't actually mind. It's not a bad beer. It's in a green bottle. We're going to forgive that. But Staropramen, don't think I've ever taken a look at it properly on the channel. I did that £7.70 a pint e-bar thing when we were at Star Wars Celebration. But I've always found it to be a very drinkable, easygoing Czech lager, and certainly one of the best of the mass-produced stuff currently available in supermarkets. So an unfiltered version pricked my interest. So Staropramen unfiltered, and it's a 5% lager. Against, so that was £2.40. That's a 500ml bottle, picked up in Asda. Obviously, the Staropramen normal is 660ml, and that was £2.25, something like that, £2.35. So there's not a massive amount of difference in price, but there is in the contents of the bottle, and therefore that's probably a better value than the unfiltered. But hopefully the unfiltered will give us a little bit more flavour. So obviously when they filter out, they're filtering out all the impurities. As a beer expert, I like those impurities. I like the sediment in there. And actually I did see when I picked it up, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this or not, there is a fair amount of sediment in this bottle. So I'm really looking at this, a big old asteroid in there, some asteroids in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see them on camera. So what I'll do is, first of all, I haven't got a Staropramen glass, but I do have two similar glasses to the Staropramen from Hoptoberfest for Staggeringly Good. So what I'll do is we pour out, and what I thought I'd do is we do a little comparison video. Two beers for the price of one. I haven't got a Staropramen opener, but I do have a Budvar, so... Oh, bottle lid. There's a bottle lid for the Staropramen. And bottle lid for the unfiltered. For the uninitiated and unfiltered. So yes, let's get them out and see if they look different, if they smell different. Well, they're certainly going to fucking look different. If they don't look different, I'm having my money back. So, Staropramen, Czech lager. Pin sharp in colour normally. Pin sharp, slightly copper coloured. Look at those bubbles off. I've just cleaned these glasses, especially for you. Not the Kylie Minogue, Jason Donovan song. So, absolutely crystal clear. Gentle carbonation rolling around. Amber, sort of golden colour. Finger of white head. Let's go on to the unfiltered version, which I say, even in the glass, is looking like a completely different beer. Ba-da-da-bum. Interested to see how you guys doing anyway. How's your week been? It's Friday here. Lovely and warm. Looking forward to a really nice weekend. Hopefully it's going to stay warm. Well, that's completely different on the look. So unfiltered to your right, and the normal Staropramen on your left. I think we can agree that actually looks like a wheat beer. It looks like a vice beer, but or I don't know, possibly New England IPA look to it as well. Absolutely fantastic. So let's go for a nose on Staropramen. Get a bit more in now. Itchy nose. Yeah, lemony. I always get sort of a slight honey sweetness. A bit malty, grainy. Clean. Smells nice. Let's go for the aroma on, I'm going to say completely different looking beers, to be fair. Go for a whiff, a very tight, I don't think we're going to see that, tight foam head on the unfiltered. I wasn't expecting that. Slightly spicy. And slightly wheaty. It does smell. It's got more of a character of a voice beer. Interesting. What does it taste like? Anyway, we'll go for the normal Staropramen first. Critically, on that bottle, obviously on the green bottle, you can get some skunkiness. I'm not picking any skunkiness out of that bottle at all. Quite malty. You get a sort of quite gentle lemon citrus flavour. Quite grainy. Sort of slight bitterness on the back end, quite drying on the back end, so it sort of wants you to go in for a bit more. Easy drinking, no off flavours. It's a decent beer, Staropramen. Right, this is what we're interested in. I don't know what to make it. On the nose, smells like a Weiss beer. Looks like a Weiss beer. It certainly doesn't look like an unfiltered. I'd expect to see, when you see, there's been a lot of these. So you've had Stella Unfiltered, which is a slight particle haze of a Stella Artois. Whereas this is either a completely different beer, well, my eyes are fucked. Yeah. Interesting. And that sort of wheatiness comes through, actually. It's very Weiss beer like. It's got me a bit by surprise, if I'm honest. I'm not usually caught lost for words. Yeah, spice, a bit wheaty. There's more body to the beer. It's sort of like a cross between a lager and a wheat beer. As mad as that sounds. obviously the lager you're going to usually get sort of malted barley with a lager. Brewed in since 1869 when two visionary brewmasters set out to create a beer. Blah 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 blah. Ingredients: water, barley malt, barley hops, wheat. It may contain traces of wheat. So traditional lager. What does this say? 5% ABV. Best served at 9 degrees. I would have thought that's a bit warm for a lager. Yeah. 18 IBUs, 18 bittering units for bitterness. Brewmaster selection, established in Prague, unfiltered, traditional lager combining barley, wheat malt. Okay, the finest hops, because we don't ever use the shittest hops, with a touch of coriander, which is where that spice is coming from. I can't read any of that. Barley, wheat malt. So that's why it's got that slightly Weiss beer backbone to it, which makes it quite difficult, really, because obviously they're advertising this as Staropramen unfiltered. So that unfiltered. And it isn't, because it's a different build of a beer, which makes it a difficult thing to. See, I don't score beer in my fat man sits in the shed and talks about beer. But do I give it a thumbs up for a thumbs down or a thumbs in the middle? Let's go back to Staropramen first, which is a very clean, easy drinking, fairly traditional Czech lager. I think I believe it's brewed over here now. Brewed in in Burton upon Trent. Where's this brewed in? I can't see where this is brewed. Might well be brewed in the Czech Republic. So, fairly traditional Czech style lager. Easily accessible in supermarkets. You can pick up 4 for 3s and 3 for 6 quids. I think they are, or whatever they are now. So I'm going to give Staropramen a thumbs up. What do I give Staropramen unfiltered? Being it's not an unfiltered version of Staropramen. If you're playing a drinking game where I'm saying Staropramen, you're going to be absolutely hammered now. Staropramen. Lovely body to it. It does have a slight lagery, Czech lager character to it, but obviously with that malted wheat gives it a completely different character of a beer, which I quite like, in all honesty, because I like a Weiss beer. Would I buy it again? Currently at £2.40 on no deal or no deal. No. If it was on the 4 for 3, I'd probably pick up a couple of them with Franciscana if that was in there, because it's leaning in that direction, which I quite like. But it's not an unfiltered version of Staropramen. It doesn't make it a bad beer. So I'm going to give the unfiltered Staropramen, that's not unfiltered Staropramen, I'm going to give it a thumbs up for the fact that I like it, not for the fact that it's not quite what it says on the bottle. It just doesn't make it a bad beer. If you've tried unfiltered, not unfiltered because it's not Staropramen, then let me know in the comments, and let me know if I'm going mad, because I think it leans more to a wheat Weiss beer than it does to a lager. But that doesn't mean it's shit, because I'm going to sit and enjoy that in the sunshine. Let me know what you think of it. Do you like Staropramen as well? Both good beers. If you're going to get this for 4 for free, or I would pick up Franciscana over that anyway, because that's one of the world's best beers. But yeah, really enjoyed that. I'm going to sit and enjoy those beers as well. If you've had either of these beers, let me know in the comments what you think of them. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. There's a subscribe button along here somewhere if you like all this crap. And me and Wanda will see you very soon. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend.